Hello, Jared here. And was that intro better? I thought I would do something a little different than the 9 videos before it, because I've always wanted jazz as part of a theme in this world. You know, if I'm going for the retro 60s, kind of 50s, 60s, like music scene, the Brubeck, bebop, hard bop, cool jazz, that era, and swing. I'm gonna put in big band and a little bit of swing, and that's why I wanted that. But I wanted to bring a little bit more of that flair and that flavor of the world than just what it looks like. I wanted to put a little bit of what it sounds like. So that's why I did that, and just kind of a new, fresh take on showing everything as I do these updates, and I hope that you liked it. Another theme that I also tried for was, if you didn't notice, there was a lot of background work in that intro, which is also what you're seeing here in the speed paint, which is also from Volume 2 that I'm currently working on. I wanted to show a lot more of the world, and I wanted to make that a main goal. And while backgrounds are, let's face it, they're a pain in the ass, and I still have my issues with them even now, but I think it's so important to show the world, because the world, especially of Ion Valley, it's a character. It's just like New York City is not just a city. New York is its own character. There's so much to the city, not just from what we see in Hollywood, but just living there. I mean, when I lived there for the 5 years I was there, there's just a certain energy, a certain spark. There's a charisma to it. The people, it's so hard to explain, but if you've ever lived in like a major metropolitan area like that, there's something very different than, living out in the Midwest or in the suburbs as I do now. But I thought that was very important. I wanted to kind of keep that theme for this video. And as a perfect segue from that, I have to say, I think my comic's going 3D. I mean, not really, but yes, really. A good friend of mine, Zachary, Nall, did some classroom scenes for me and modeled them so I can use them in upcoming scenes that I've been planning for a very, very long time, which I can't wait to do. And it's going to make my life so much easier now that I actually have 3D models that I can move the camera around, I can be the director, take the shots, and then I'll just, draw over it and then add in my own stuff, color it, shade it, do my thing. Because I don't care what anyone says, when you're making a comic, I'm not going to spend 2 weeks on a single panel when someone's going to read past it in 2 seconds. Like, sometimes you just got to speed up the workflow. It's original enough. Like, I worked with him, we collaborated. A lot of things are in the way that I wanted it, and he kindly just took notes, and this is kind of what I imagine the classroom to be like. So it's not just some generic classroom. This was the type of classroom I was thinking of 5 years ago. So I'm really excited to be able to use this. And for the guy that made it, Zachary Nall, if you don't know who he is, he was the lead 3D modeler on the Lackadaisy film that has yet to come out as of this recording. But really talented guy, and boy, I can't wait for that film. But yeah, so this is something that I want to do more moving forward for the comic. I don't know how much money it's going to cost me, but it'll be worth it in the end. I don't care. Lord knows I need some airships and some interiors to start. So we'll see how that goes as the future moves forward. Now, as far as some early images of Volume 2, I generally don't give too many. Obviously, I try to put more back scene stuff on my Patreon account. But I'll give you 4 slides. And this just kind of shows you where I'm headed and what I'm trying to do. You might get a little clue of what may be happening here, but I'm excited that I finally get to draw Daphne. I mean, God, she's been on the website. She's been posted on all these sites for years, and she's never been a part of the story. But finally she is. I still have to get used to drawing her. There's still a lot of character design stuff that I'm trying to get better at. It's very difficult, and I'm constantly criticizing myself for it. I'm always going back and trying to change stuff, but I'm really trying, guys. I really, really am. I want these characters to look the best they possibly can. I don't want to I don't want them to look like stick figures, but uh, but we'll see what happens, and I'll just keep on trucking. Anyway, as far as life stuff, I guess it's been kind of uneventful since my last video was August, I believe. I did re-reserve my table for Anthrocon in July this year. We'll see if that happens, because I know Pandemic Land is still kind of raging, and we're kind of at the darkest moments right now, so I really hope the light's close. I think it is, guys. But I know the pandemic's not fun, and I want life to get back to normal as much as anyone. And I would love Anthrocon to happen, but at the same time, I hope it's not lackluster, because unless it can be a normal convention, I don't really want it to happen. But if that doesn't happen, we'll see if MFF happens in December. And I imagine that one most likely will. And if that's the case, I might see if I can apply for that one. I haven't applied for that. But they're suspecting, like the scientists are saying, that we should be back to normal by fall. But we'll see. We'll see. No idea. I know I had a scare last October. I almost got COVID because my parents did get COVID. My dad got diagnosed about 2-3 days after I'd had dinner with them. So that scared me, and I went and got tested. I was negative. I never actually got it, but both of them got it. But thankfully, they both survived, and I'm very grateful for that, because that was quite a scare. So I do hope that everyone is staying safe. Keep wearing a mask. We're not through this yet, but we are getting close. We'll make it, guys. Just keep focusing on the best medicine, cats and cartoons. Anyway, I think that's it for this video. I do release periodically more updates of the comic, far more frequently than this video. The videos are kind of widely spread apart these days, but I try to put new content on my Patreon account about every week or so. It's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes I might throw 2 things on there, sometimes 1. Just kind of depends on what's going on with the material and even life stuff. But if you want more frequent updates of what's going on with the comic, which I still am aiming for summer, you can check out my Patreon account. It's down below. I think it's been showing on the video the entire time. But yeah, that's for you if you want to get your fix. But other than that, that's it for now. Comment, like, subscribe, smash that like button, and I'll see you next time.